Alright guys, what's up? So I'm going to try to keep this short. I've tried to do this a couple times, but I've gotten too emotional on it. Um, but I'm going to tell you a story of what just happened to me with one of the items that I've found through picking. Okay, so usually when I go to sales and barns and stuff, and I pick and I find things, I'll pick out the most random things. Well, so I found a box of old costume jewelry that was like just dilapidated. It had seen rain and just all sorts of stuff from being just weathered. But I don't remember which place I bought it at, but I had put it on a shelf, and it could have been sometime like months and months ago, but I put it on a shelf and it sat there, and eventually I went through it, which was today, and I found a compartment in there with a watch in it, and I saw that the watch had an inscription on the back of it, and so if you can see this, Dennis M. O'Brien, Dowling HS, class of 53, from mom and dad. So 1953, so this thing's over 70 years old. So my instant thought was this, someone's missing this. I mean, no one would just, discard something like this and this kind of with this rest of this jewelry. So I posted on the Forgotten Iowa Historical Society's Facebook page and asked if anybody had any idea. I had found this. Could anyone know who it belongs to? Within like 10 to 15 minutes, they had already found the daughter of the person who it belonged to. She reposted my original post, which I can show you that she reposted my original post right here, asking if anyone had I've been forwarded this photo from two individuals. She can't find the original photo origin, but wanted to know, because this belonged to her father. And then I ended up reading that this was her father's, and his dad and mom gave it to him after he graduated, or for his graduation for high school, and his father passed away before he graduated college. So this was obviously probably a big deal to them, or to him, and at some point in time it had gotten lost, and I could only imagine that was devastating at the time for him, to lose something like that. But I figured, the right thing to do is just to mail this to him. So, I reached out to her and told her, hey, I'd mail this to you, no problem. I just needed her to pay for the shipping, and that's it. And usually I would pay for that myself, but with my medical situation right now, and having to pay so many medical bills, I just couldn't do that. But she was more than happy to pay the few bucks for shipping, and she even threw me some extra money, which I didn't even ask for, but she did do that, so I appreciate that. But I just wanted to get this back to the family, and I find it weird that after all this time, I mean, this isn't even, it's in like really excellent condition. And so I thought, well, if he lost this, someone obviously found this. My guess is that the bands are gone, and usually the bands have like a stainless steel backing on them, and they get corroded. So if he lost this maybe in the dirt or the mud or something, and then or fell off in the grass, and then someone ended up finding it later, maybe the bands were corroded on it, and so they took the bands off and they just kept this and threw it in a box of costume jewelry, and, never to see the light of day. But how it survived in this condition so long is, with it being gold, it's kept its, it's pristine. It's like someone bought this watch maybe like 5 to 6 years ago. So I'm excited to get this back to him. So I stayed up. It's 12:30 right now. I stayed up. I had to get this ready, so I'm gonna ship this tomorrow morning, and make sure that it gets back to the family. But I'm hoping that they send me a video of when he opens this, because I could only imagine after after everything that losing the person who gave you this, and then just the memories that I'm sure were attached to this, or the moment in time. that's really why I love picking, because you're saving history, and not just for for a few people, but for generations to come, because they'll pass things on, that they appreciate. And I often sell things that people greatly appreciate, that are from the 1800s, from the early 1900s, that people have appreciated for hundreds of years, and will continue to do that. And it's I, I mean, honestly, that's the greatest reward, is knowing that cultural artifacts like this are just appreciated. And you can even, if you look at the style, um, the writing, I mean, that's even relevant to that time period. That was a font choice. So it's got cultural significance, and it's got family significance. I mean, it's got significance to multiple people, and even now it has significance to me, because to know that I once again can reunite somebody with something that probably means a lot to them. That's an honest reward, and I hope to see what happens, and I will make sure that everyone gets to see that video. But I have to get this ready, put this in the package, and go to bed, because I have to work at 5 in the morning. So I just wanted to share that, because I was just super excited, and it just got me it's got me reeling. It's so important to share things like that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again.